Well, there's a number of things that are kind of in place in terms of the fan voting, the player voting. It really guides your final selections, and there's so many deserving players that that's where it really begins to get difficult. There's going to be players that might be deserving that are omitted because of making sure that every team is represented, and there's a limit to the overall number allowed on the roster. So, but in the end, obviously it'll be a very good team.
How much would that injury yesterday, human incarceration, affect the makeup of the team?
Yet to be determined. We haven't heard anything from Toronto, so at the appropriate time, you know, if any adjustments are needed or after the roster is announced, that's all yet to be, that's all forthcoming.
John, was there anything fun about it for you, putting it together? Was it?
Yeah, I consider the whole process to be not only fun, but challenging in its own right. And the fact is that we're representing the American League is the greatest significance of all, and that is, as defending world champs, our staff and conversations that have generated because of the players involved with the final selection, it's an honor.
Was there anybody, as you were thinking about players, that you leaned on more than anybody else to get some advice or counsel from or anything?
Any other?
Whether guys on your own staff or other managers or anybody? Or?
Yeah, reached out to others that have been in this position before, and then a lot of the dialogue goes on between the staff that's currently here. Their input is the most valued because of all that we share and all that we work to meet, all the challenges that we work to meet together.
Was the Cleveland manager of much help? Or?
He's always a help.
Would you choose a pitcher that go to pitch next Sunday?
Again, eight of the 13 pitchers are selected by the players. So there may be pitchers already in place that are scheduled to pitch next Sunday, and there's a system that allows that individual pitcher to opt out or not pitch but still go, then I have the ability to replace that individual pitcher.
John, when Tito first did it in 2005, and it's changed a lot since then, obviously, but he said that his hands were almost handcuffed. There was very little imprint he could have on that team, to the point where there was even a guy on his team that could get it. Is that a challenge for the manager, the fact that you have to represent your team as well as represent the best interests of the American League?
Yeah, it is, and I will say, having now gone through this the first time, you're handed an awful lot to make sure that you include, and so it begins to narrow the selections quickly, and you want to do what's right by the individuals who've had great first halves of this season, and then you look at, okay, what's the best roster, particularly when you look at the spare players or the extra players in the event of a need late in the game. So that also factors into as well. We have an obligation to do everything we can to win the game for home field advantage in October.
Can you build the roster that way? Is there much available to do that?
A lot of it has already taken place through the voting. You're looking at two very deep and talented teams, one selected by the fans, one selected by the players. So, like I said, a lot of that is already in place.
Do you like the idea that it still counts, John, for something, the home field advantage this game?
My preference, personal opinion, I think the overall record in the interleague play might be more representative of who deserves home field advantage. There are so many different factors. Having gone through this in 2008 and watched Tito deal with a number of things to balance, knowing that the outcome does have an effect on, obviously, the home field in October, but that's a one-game showcase. It's not necessarily, I don't want to say it's not a competitive game, because it is. But I just think a full-bodied season of interleague play is more representative of who's deserving of home field advantage.